Men might not realize it, but a sneaky challenge often surfaces quietly after 60 every single night. While you're catching ZS, your body naturally goes into a fasting mode. And without the right kind of support, that fasting can quickly turn into a breakdown, not just of muscle, but also of those crucial blood vessels that keep your circulation, your energy, and yes, your ability to connect and feel like yourself going strong. You might wake up thinking everything's fine. You might even shrug off a little stiffness or a less than enthusiastic morning as it's just getting older. But on the inside, something deeper is happening. Your circulation is gradually weakening. And as that flow fades, so do the things that make you feel confident, connected, and completely in charge. What makes this truly concerning is that it doesn't come with a flashing light or a loud alarm. The decline is quiet, gradual, and by the time the real signs pop up, like a reduced sensation, weaker erections, nighttime cramps, or emotional distance, it's already taken hold. But listen to me when I say this, it's not your fault, and it's definitely not too late. I'm Dr. Anya Sharma, and for nearly 2 decades, I've been helping men just like you reclaim their circulation, their intimacy, and their sense of identity, naturally, without relying on synthetic pills or painful procedures. I've seen the quiet worry in the eyes of men who've lost that spark with the person they love, and I've also seen the incredible hope return when they finally learn what no one ever told them, that the real threat to your vitality after 60 isn't just getting older, it's what your body is missing before you go to sleep. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the #1 bedtime mistake that's silently chipping away at your blood flow. Even if you think you feel okay. The clear early warning signs that your circulation is slipping long before you notice anything in the bedroom. And most importantly, a simple 1-spoon nighttime remedy that has helped so many men restore their strength, their confidence, and their closeness, often starting in under a week. No prescriptions, no pressure, just a science-backed approach to wake up feeling stronger and like yourself again. And if you stick with me until the very end, I'll share the complete nightly plan that I've personally used with so many men to restore deep sleep, powerful blood flow, and lasting intimacy without side effects or expensive therapies. But before we jump in, I want to invite you to subscribe and tap the notification bell if you care about keeping your circulation strong and your vitality thriving. Every week, I share natural strategies made specifically for you, designed to restore your health where it truly matters. And if anything I say today resonates with you, drop a 1 in the comments below. If not, type the 0 and tell me what you're still looking for. I read every comment, and I'm here to help you feel your best. Now, let's get into it, because what's been quietly stealing your circulation isn't just aging, it's what you're missing in those final moments before you close your eyes each night. And the sooner we fix it, the faster your body can heal and come back to life. So, how do blood flow and intimacy change after 60? For nearly 2 decades, I've had the privilege of sitting across from men in their 60s, 70s, and beyond, men who built careers, families, and lives full of meaning. And yet, they all eventually reach the same quiet moment of truth. They lower their voice, shift a little in their chair, and ask, why am I not the same down there anymore? It doesn't happen overnight. First, it's a slight delay in response. Then, a little less sensation, maybe fewer morning erections, until they stop altogether. And slowly, confidence begins to fade, not just in the bedroom, but in the man himself. It's not weakness. It's not failure. It's biology. See, after 60, a man's vascular system, the network of blood vessels that once responded in seconds, begins to slow down. The arteries, especially those leading to the pelvic region, begin to stiffen. The endothelium, that delicate lining inside your blood vessels responsible for producing nitric oxide, starts to break down. Now, why does that matter? Because nitric oxide is the gas your body releases to trigger an erection. It signals your blood vessels to open wide and allow blood to rush into your most intimate areas. Without enough of it, even if your desire is still there, your body simply can't follow through. Let me say that again, clearly, for every man who's ever blamed himself, it's not a lack of desire, it's a lack of circulation. And this drop in blood flow isn't just about performance. It impacts how a man feels in his own skin, how he shows up in his relationship, how he interprets his aging body. Most men assume this is just what happens when we get older, that it's normal. But just because something is common doesn't mean it has to be unavoidable. And here's the real danger. This decline in blood flow doesn't come with sirens blaring. It happens quietly, so quietly that by the time you're missing erections or emotional connection, your circulatory health has likely been slipping for years. That's why the next section is so important. I want to help you recognize the early signs before things get worse. So, what are the early signs your circulation is slipping? If there's one thing I need every man to understand, It's this, your body whispers before it screams. Most men who come to me with full-blown erectile dysfunction, prostate inflammation, or daily fatigue didn't just wake up one day and lose it. The signs were there, they just didn't know what they meant. Let me tell you about James, a 68-year-old retired construction foreman who came into my clinic one winter. He wasn't there to talk about intimacy. He came in because his legs were cramping at night, his feet were always cold, and he felt exhausted even after 8 hours of sleep. But then he said something that stopped me. "Doc," he said, "I feel like I've still got fire in me, but the engine just won't turn over." James had no idea that these minor issues were early signs of vascular fatigue, a form of poor circulation that was slowly cutting off the blood supply to his legs and his pelvic region. Here are some subtle but critical warning signs I want every man watching to look for. Cold feet at night, a sign of reduced blood flow in your extremities. Fewer or weaker morning erections. Frequent leg cramps or restless legs during sleep. Reduced sensitivity or arousal during intimacy. Brain fog or trouble focusing. Waking up tired even after rest. Needing more stimulation to feel pleasure. Low mood or a creeping loss of confidence in your masculinity. These symptoms aren't random. They are all connected to one underlying cause, weakening blood vessels and reduced nitric oxide production. And here's the truth many men need to hear, but never do. You can still walk, talk, and function and still have dangerously low circulation. Men are taught to be tough, to push through, to ignore pain, to laugh off change. But ignoring the signs doesn't make them disappear. It just allows them to grow until they steal something that matters deeply, your connection, your vitality, your identity. The good news is, you don't need to accept that slow fade, because your body, yes, even in your 60s or 70s, can still rebuild circulation, but only if you stop making one critical mistake that most older men unknowingly repeat every single night. Let's fix that now. So, what's the number one bedtime mistake that's killing your circulation? One of the hardest parts of my job is sitting across from a man who's doing everything right, at least on the surface. He walks daily. He tries to eat clean. Maybe he even takes supplements or blood pressure medication. And yet, he still feels that creeping sense of loss of energy, loss of drive, loss of his spark, and he's frustrated. He says to me, "Dr. Anya, I'm trying, but nothing's changing. What else can I do?" And I gently ask him one question: what are you doing for your body before you sleep? Because here's the truth that no one talks about. After 60, your most important hours for repair don't happen at the gym. They happen in the quiet hours of the night while you sleep. That's when your body is supposed to restore blood vessels, rebuild nitric oxide reserves, and balance hormones. But here's the mistake that's sabotaging all that healing: going to bed on an empty tank. It happens for different reasons. Some men stop eating early to avoid acid reflux. Others skip dinner completely because they've heard fasting helps with aging. And many simply don't give their body the right kind of fuel before bed. But here's the biological truth: if you go to bed without feeding your body the raw materials it needs, especially after 60, your body doesn't heal, it breaks down. Let me explain. Your body is smart. It's designed for survival. If it doesn't have enough nutrients to power your brain, heart, and metabolism overnight, it will pull resources from wherever it can. It starts breaking down muscle, vascular tissue, and even the lining of your blood vessels to meet your basic needs. So, while you sleep, instead of repairing, your body is depleting. Instead of restoring blood flow, it's weakening it. Instead of building testosterone, it's suppressing it. And the worst part? You wake up feeling off, maybe stiff, maybe foggy, maybe just disconnected from your body, and you don't even know why. But here's the good news. You can flip this switch in your favor starting tonight with just one small spoonful of the right blend of nutrients, taken at the right time. It's simple, it's natural, and it has helped men who thought they'd lost everything come back to life. Let me show you how. So, what's the nighttime fix? One spoon that feeds your blood vessels while you sleep. You don't need a prescription. You don't need a hormone injection. You don't need to feel embarrassed. What your body is craving deep down is a little fuel, a little flow, and a little support before bed. And we can give it that with just 3 powerful ingredients, found in your kitchen or local market. Let's break down the 1-spoon remedy I recommend to nearly every man who walks through my door. Number 1, beetroot powder, the circulation catalyst. Beets are nature's richest source of nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide, the exact molecule your blood vessels need to relax and open wide. This means improved blood flow to your heart, your brain, and yes, down there. When you consume beetroot before bed, it prepares your body to generate nitric oxide all night long, exactly when your vascular system is trying to repair. Studies show it can improve blood flow, reduce blood pressure, and even restore morning erections in men over 60 when used consistently. 2. Raw honey, the hormonal helper. Most people think of honey as just a sweetener, but raw, unprocessed honey has unique properties that support your body's testosterone balance, liver detoxification, and glycogen storage during sleep. This means more balanced energy, deeper sleep, and improved hormonal flow, which all contribute to better circulation and intimacy. 3. Warm water, the absorption agent. This isn't just for comfort. Warm water helps your digestive system absorb nutrients faster and more gently. It also improves the transport of nitrates through your bloodstream, so they reach your pelvic vessel sooner and more effectively. How to make it? 1 teaspoon of beetroot powder, 1 teaspoon of raw honey, 6 to 8 ounces of warm water. Stir slowly. Drink it calmly. Think of it as sending your blood vessels a message: I haven't forgotten you. I'm here to support your healing tonight. Men who've taken this simple drink for even 7 consecutive nights often report better circulation, return of morning erections, deeper sleep, less brain fog, more confidence with their partner. But if you want to supercharge the results, there are 3 natural add-ons I recommend, and we'll explore those in the next section. So, what are the 3 natural add-ons to supercharge your nightly blood flow? You now know the power of a single spoonful of beetroot and honey before bed. But what if your body is more depleted than you realized? What if it's been months or even years since your system got the support it needs to thrive? That's when I recommend 3 natural allies. These are not gimmicks or trendy supplements. They are time-tested, scientifically supported additions that work quietly behind the scenes to enhance circulation, calm the nervous system, and rebuild hormonal balance, especially while you sleep. Let's walk through them together. 1. Magnesium, the quiet circulation mineral. Most men over 60 are magnesium deficient and have no idea. But this humble mineral controls over 300 bodily functions, including your vascular tone, nerve relaxation, and sleep depth. Low magnesium means more cramps at night, slower blood flow, poor sleep recovery, even higher blood pressure. But when you restore it, your blood vessels relax, your heart rate stabilizes, and your intimate function begins to return. A small dose of magnesium glycinate or citrate, about 30 minutes before bed, is gentle, effective, and powerful. I've had men tell me they woke up without their usual leg cramps for the first time in years just from this one shift. 2. L-arginine, the nitric oxide amplifier. Now, remember how beetroot helps your body make nitric oxide? L-arginine takes that to the next level. This amino acid is what your endothelial cells, the lining of your blood vessels, use to create nitric oxide naturally. But after 60, your levels often drop sharply, which is why erections become weaker or disappear altogether. Adding 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams of L-arginine at night, taken alongside beetroot, supercharges your blood vessel repair system. You're not forcing a response, you're gently reminding your body how to function the way it once did. And the best part? It often works faster than expected. I've had men tell me their hands and feet felt warmer, their energy returned, and intimacy felt natural again, not forced, not synthetic, but real. 3. Ashwagandha, the hormonal rebalancer. This ancient herb has been used for thousands of years in Ayurvedic medicine, but modern science is now catching up. Here's what we know. Ashwagandha reduces cortisol, the stress hormone that suppresses testosterone. It supports thyroid function and energy. It helps your body fall into deep, restorative sleep, the kind that repairs blood vessels and restores male drive. Most men I treat don't just need better circulation, they need to feel emotionally safe and hormonally balanced again. That's what ashwagandha offers. A warm cup of tea before bed, either pure ashwagandha root or a high-quality capsule taken with your honeybeet drink, can help calm the fight-or-flight response, letting your parasympathetic healing system take over. That's when the magic happens. That's when you wake up with the confidence of a man in control of his health. Let's put it all together. Would you like me to now walk you through the complete nightly routine, showing how all these steps come together in one peaceful, powerful rhythm designed to restore your circulation and intimacy naturally? So, what's your full nightly routine plan, step by step? Now that you understand what your body needs and why, it's time to bring it all together into a calm, repeatable routine. This is not a strict regimen. It's not about perfection. It's about restoring rhythm night after night, so your body learns to heal itself again. So, here's how to begin. 60 minutes before bed, begin the wind down. Start dimming your lights. Turn off all stimulating screens, TV, phone, tablets. This signals your brain that it's time to slow down. Play soft music or sit in quiet. Breathe deeply. Let your nervous system settle so your blood vessels can open freely and naturally. Mix the foundational drink in a cup of warm water, not hot. Stir in 1 teaspoon of organic beetroot powder, 1 teaspoon of raw, unfiltered honey. Stir gently and sip slowly. This isn't just a drink, it's fuel. It's nourishment for your endothelium, your circulation system, and your intimate drive. This mixture begins working within 20 minutes, helping your blood vessels stay open as you sleep. Add your circulation boosters, optional, but powerful. If you're ready to take it further, now is the time to include magnesium glycinate, 200 to 400 milligrams, relaxes vessels, muscles, and promotes deep sleep. L-arginine, 1000 to 2000 milligrams, fuels nitric oxide production for enhanced flow. Ashwagandha, tea or capsule, reduces cortisol and supports testosterone. Taken together, these compounds work synergistically. They don't fight your system, they restore it. The emotional reset, ashwagandha tea, optional. This step is less about the body and more about the heart. If you felt emotionally distant, disconnected from your partner or your own body, a cup of warm ashwagandha tea helps bring back calm. Sip it slowly. Sit in stillness. This is the moment where many men begin to feel not just rested, but reconnected to themselves again. Final wind down, mind and body alignment. Lie in bed with no distractions. Take a few deep breaths and place one hand over your heart, the other over your lower abdomen. Feel your breath moving. Feel your body supporting you. This small moment of intentional connection tells your nervous system it's safe now. You can restore. 7 nights of change. Do this for 7 consecutive nights. Not just once. Not just when you remember. 7 nights of consistency. And here's what many of my patients report: morning erections that return after being gone for months or years. Warmth in hands, feet, and especially the pelvic area. Deeper, more restorative sleep. A feeling of emotional peace and physical readiness they haven't felt in years. One man said, "Dr. Anya, it felt like I came back home to myself." That's what this is about. Not just performance, not just erections, but wholeness, confidence, intimate energy restored. Finally, if you've made it this far, I want you to pause, breathe in, and acknowledge something powerful. You didn't come here because you gave up. You came here because, somewhere deep down, you still believe in your body's ability to change. You still believe that being a man, a whole man, doesn't end at 60. And you're right. You see, what time and stress may have dulled can be reignited, not through pressure, not through pills, but through something more honest, a return to rhythm. Because here's the truth, you were never broken. Your body has simply been whispering, waiting for you to listen. That whisper might have sounded like a missing morning erection, a subtle sense of distance from your partner, a tiredness you couldn't explain, a part of you fading that you couldn't describe. But now you know. You know how circulation, nitric oxide, and healing happen quietly at night. You know the real reason your performance has changed isn't just aging, it's neglect of what your body truly needs during its most critical hours. And now you have the answer. 1 spoon of support. 3 simple allies. Magnesium, L-arginine, ashwagandha. 1 peaceful nightly rhythm that doesn't just restore blood flow, it rebuilds your identity as a man. Because it's not about chasing youth, it's about reclaiming power. It's about feeling like yourself again, in your skin, in your bed, and in the eyes of the person you love. So tonight, when you stir that spoon into warm water, remember, you're not just mixing a drink, you're mixing intention. You're stirring in strength. You're reclaiming your vitality on your terms. And if you stay consistent, if you give this routine just 1 week, you may wake up not only with better blood flow, but with something even deeper, a renewed sense of closeness, a sharper spark of confidence, a reminder that your story is still being written, and it's far from over. I'm Dr. Anya Sharma, and I'll be right here guiding you every step of the way as you rebuild from the inside out. If this video moved you, leave a comment below and tell me how you're starting your journey. If you're ready for more science-backed solutions to restore strength after 60, make sure to subscribe. And above all, never forget, you are still a man, and you are not finished yet.